on who help the spell on my arrow.
I thought you were trying to free him, not kill him.
That explodes into like no, that's a bad idea. Never mind. I'll just roll I'll just roll the attack rolls, and if it goes horribly wrong, I'll just roll it again.
My purpose is. Did he really do that? Okay, I'm out of there. I'm heading away.
I really did that, and since it goes horribly wrong, I don't think 11 is sufficient.
You're at 400 feet, so you roll with disadvantage. You know that, right?
Yeah. So I'll just roll this again.
So when you're lucky.
19.
Ooh, 19.
I'm feeling lucky.
For a shot like that, and you're trying to free him, I'm gonna say a 19 is not gonna quite cut it. If you had advantage and you got 28, totally would have worked. But a 19 is not gonna be enough to free him. But the arrow's gonna go quite far, and it's gonna land.
Please say it doesn't lodge into my head.
No, it's not gonna lodge in your head. It's gonna go and it's gonna sail right into the guard next to you, the one holding you. And he suddenly reels out in pain as an arrow goes into his spine. So you want to roll damage for that poor guard that got hit by your arrow?
I'll need more luck than that. You're right. Anyways, hang on. Weapon.
I look back at the guard and say, I thought someone had a death wish on me, but I always thought I was lucky to get out of it.
So it's not enough to. He reels back in pain, and he just shoves the prisoner into the guardhouse, slams the door, and he pulls out the arrow from his armor. It didn't penetrate too far. He's bleeding a bit, but this guy seems to be hardy enough to keep standing after that hit. And then he looks around for where that arrow came from.
Did I get out of there in time?
I would assume yes.
Thank you.
And
I'm back on the run.
He looked up and then he sees the archer right there on top of the roof, and he points to more guards while he's clutching his side. He bends over and he just points at the top of it, and you can't quite hear what he's saying. But then a bunch of guards start moving around. Crossbowmen advance onto where you were, and
all right, time to bail. Time to run away. And I use my long strider spell on myself.
So you're really getting the hell out. Okay, so you two make a break for it. I'm gonna say, since you both have such great mobility and you're on rooftops, you quickly lose any pursuing soldiers in the storm.
I'm convinced to stay away from this guy.
I'm assuming he chased after Andel in the same direction, so you guys are still technically together, I think.
Okay.
Okay, that didn't work.
No, it didn't, did it? Why didn't? Oh. I don't know. Wait.
I should get one of those telescope or something from the inventor. Wait, that wouldn't help me anyways.
Put a scope on your bow.
Yeah. Now what?
It's been about an hour now, for sure.
All right.
You guys have been
Let's just
gone
get
for
back
quite
to
a
the
while.
safe house and think of something.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
As long as it's a safe house.
So Nara, you wake up and nobody's there.
Oh, Nara is busy communing with her Fey patron again, and I guess when everyone else walks in, she's floating cross-legged, 1 inch off the table, and whispering these incomprehensible nothings.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
looking- But you've seen this before. You're not really shocked.
Cooper has it, and he's religious. I wonder how he reacts.
She
So I have
her
some-
lips her she's talking, but it seems like her lips are not synced with her voice as she says, "Oh, the queen of the sundered throne, the queen of the thorned throne. Oh, be my guide. Oh, flow into me and flow through me." So she's some really bizarre cult like stuff is going on. She's walking.
So what's basically happened right now is that Samuel is keeping a distance from me, and I'm keeping a distance from Nara.
Okay. So, three of you are together in the safe house with Samuel's off. We'll do you three
I-
first, and then I'll do Samuel.
I have some good news and some bad news.
Where's the bard? And she
Yeah, that
kind of
is
looks
bad news.
around for her gold pouch.
I think that's
Yeah,
the
that's-
bad
She
news.
takes the gold. Where's the bard?
That's the bad news.
I can't believe this. You know how hard we worked to get those gems? How could he just take it with him?
So
We
you
gotta go
took your
get him.
wallet?
We're gonna go get him.
Hey, I didn't take anybody's wallet.
Well, maybe you took
Hello?
it, you didn't notice, or you just happened to have a.
There's a reason for them to go save you, Samuel. Stop complaining.
Yeah.
Hello.
I'm looking for a reason, because she just wouldn't care about you. Otherwise.
Oh, that's a good
You know what I'm
point.
saying? So
That's the
she-
downside of playing evil characters.
Yeah, she's an evil character, so I gotta make do, kind of make adjustments. She says, "We're gonna go get him." Where is he?
Town hall with everyone.
So can you tell me why these guards are rounding up villagers here?
Okay.
She's looking
so,
a little bit more normal now. She stopped doing her cult stuff.
So Cooper, since you've lived here for a long part and you're part of the rebel faction, you know that the guards, basically the Archbishop has, who's basically the ruler of this area of this countryside. He has finally had it with the rebels who were opposing his rule that he had recently obtained, and as such, he had ordered all his soldiers in his army to basically raid each of his towns in the area and extract every rebel that they find. And that's why there's a big raid going on. So you can explain in a bit more detail if you want, since I know Ray wrote the story. You might know a little bit more in details, but...
Basically, the Archbishop, the inventor want to overthrow the Archbishop because the Archbishop took the ruling, took the throne of AZ by trickery stuff. Like the inventor 8 years ago, the inventors were. The inventor and the Illuminati, the rebel faction, were blamed for a major riot in the capital city, and the Archbishop took advantage of the riot, and he basically assumed the leadership position and appear like a savior to everyone against the inner city riot. And after everything is over, he just keep the Rome, and the inventor and the rebel faction don't want that, so they are planning to overthrow the Archbishop and give the ruling power back to the common home people. Basically, change back from monarch to democracy.
So there's some other lord displacing a lord. There's some revolution. There's some fighting. Doesn't matter. In the end, the rich just get richer and the poor just get poorer. You gotta scrape a living. We're gonna use this opportunity to get rich. Once we get our gems back,
You could get ridiculously rich.
Yeah, we're gonna. I don't care. I don't care who wins. We're gonna use all this chaos and this fighting, and this confusion, and we're gonna make it out big. But first I gotta get those Lord's gems back, and I'm gonna get that bard, dead or alive.
Quick question, John. How do I make it so only one person can be on our page?
This is what you do. You drag down those pages from the top, and
Yeah.
then you click on our name, and you drag the name in there.
Oh, you mean like from
click,
the?
you see our the webcam. You just click that webcam, and then just drag that in there. So it's only one person sees that page.
Oh, okay. There we go. So Samuel, you should be in a prison right now, but I need to.
So you with me, Endo? I mean, this is our chance to make it big.
Absolutely.
You know, because nobody's looking for a bunch of bunch of escaped fugitives when there's a huge war going on, right?
That's the way I see it.
Plenty
No,
of
no,
empty
please
noble houses that flee for their lives. Buying
Well, there
jewelry.
won't be any war. There won't be any war if the Archbishop got his hand on the inventor.
Oh, this stuff happens all the time. Don't worry, you know. And she looks like she's not interested in the politics of what's going on, but she's interested in the opportunity to profit from whatever's going on.
Oh, I got everything back now.
All right. So,
now,
did you explain about your friend who is also captured? Your friend's also captured?
since one of them, since Samuel is basically on the same boat as the inventor and the others, I would say I don't need to explain anymore
Okay.
in details, but they had all the reason they need to break into the reason.
Okay. So, you guys are. So what are you? So name what you're planning to do right now. You're leaving, or are you waiting? You're preparing. You're waiting for day. You're waiting while the storm's still out. You use it for cover. What?
Well, Nara, it looks determined. She wants she wants the pouch of gold that Samuel has on his person.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you can
what-
see that she's
whatever.
determined and she's going out, and she doesn't seem like she even cares if you follow her or not.
Okay. So Nara leaves the safe house. What is that? Annandale Cooper is going with you, with everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, so all three of you leave the safe house, and you get out into the rain. So I'm gonna make you guys all do stealth checks. And the storm's gotten pretty bad now.
Are we back on the roof?
You guys are on the roads, unless you're going on the roofs.
I prefer to roof travel.
I'm going to throw myself a guidance for my stealth check. Oh, I already.
Actually, I'm still a little apprehensive
Do I
for
even need a
Cooper.
guidance? Let me roll a
Uh-oh.
guidance.
I'm gonna get on the roof and
28.
Well, you guys have really epic rolls. Wow, it's like so high.
wow.
Well, this is level 5. These rolls are gonna
Oh,
be pretty high. You gotta
Yeah.
watch out for those, especially those bard rolls. You gotta watch
Yeah,
out.
I mean, oh my god, it was so hard to catch one of you guys. I need to get someone to be able to. With you being neutral evil and not wanting to help people, I had to get some way for you to want to go to rescue someone.
Oh,
Sorry
don't
for
worry.
you
I'll
being
find a
late,
way to get
Senator.
into the action.
Yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna just be like I'm leaving the game. You know.
So you guys, yeah. So you guys, basically get onto the rooftop. Since some guards notice Cooper jumping off, but you guys have enough speed to keep traveling on the rooftops. They quickly lose you, but but you know you've been spotted on your way towards the. Are you going straight to where the prison is?
Nara is going to go straight to the description of wherever Samuel's being captured. That's
Okay.
the best of her ability.
So you guys.
And she does not even slow down if the others are getting spotted. You can see that she's determined to get her gems back.
Yeah. All right. So just a second, I'm gonna delete that.
Oh,
Okay. So
we are only drinks for this one.
so as you guys approach the town center, you see that there's the whole group of people is there, but this time there seems to be a second. The people are all crowded into the town center. Everything's ridiculously crowded. You see the prison where Samuel's being kept on the other side of the yard. But now it seems like there's some organization going. The people have just made way, and there seems to be a group of soldiers right in the middle. These ones all have gilded plate mail. They're all knights. They're all on horseback, and they seem to be waiting for some. But then someone comes out of the prison jail guardhouse, and he's carrying he's dragging a man with him. You recognize this man as the man from the bar who was originally captured, who was apparently declared the rebel leader. And and here I'm just gonna put some
And
music.
they won't be paying attention to us.
Let's see if any of you recognize this
That's
music.
from Final Fantasy 4. It's the very opening sequence.
Yep.
I know that song.
So basically, this guard, he's dragging this person down between all the people, and he said, "This man is the leader of the rebels who have brought woe to our country. He shall be punished. In 3 days' time, his trial will take place in Azeth, and there he will be executed. Come if you wish to see it, but know this, tonight marks the downfall of their so-called revolution." And he takes this man, he throws him onto the back of one of their horses, and he mounts up next to him on this giant black steed. His armor reflects in the torchlight, and you can't see any features on him. Just like the Dark Unease, Nar, you feel something similar, the dark energy radiating off him from this even from this distance.
The
You feel
rebel,
something.
the captured rebel prisoner?
No, from the knight.
Oh, from
That's,
the night.
right. And you feel something akin to what you feel whenever you contact your patron. Something sinister. And then they all ride off.
And I like it.
And I'm
Sorry.
not
Let
going
this be
to
it.
try my
And then
arrow
she
of
rubs her
fire.
hands together and she says, "Well, let this be the rise of my fortunes."
So after he leaves, most of the soldiers give clear to the people to move out. Many of the soldiers start marching behind the troop of horses that are leaving the town square. But many of them start going back out. They start escorting the people, doing crowd control, and very quickly the town center empties and is almost deserted. A few of the soldiers go back into the guardhouse prison, but most of them have gone to other destinations.
Are they gonna let Samuel go, or is he still in the prison?
Well, he's still in prison.
Oh.
Do I get a say in any
What
of this,
an idiot.
or
Yeah,
I say.
you're gonna get a turn in.
Okay, what
Samuel's
what
hand is
are
turned.
ways I can get into the prison? I mean, describe, ways I can maybe get in there to get to Samuel.
Okay,
Or things
here
that
I'm
I
gonna.
see.
how long does your invisibility last?
I don't have invisibility on right now, but I can turn it on if I need it.
I know, how long does it last?
I believe it's an hour.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty bad, and it's for two of us. It's invisibility
Ooh.
for two. Like a dinner for two, or poo-poo platter.
Let's do that.
Yo, this is how we've been ripping off nobles for a while now. We've been
I'm still trying to figure out how I got caught the first time.
we've been
You ran into a guy.
well, I think the
You were-
first time, I think what happened is I freaked out and broke my concentration, and then we got hard.
So here I'm gonna bring.
Because you hands down.
I'm gonna bring everyone, and just to not spoil anything, I'm gonna ask everyone, well, except where Samuel is. You can stay where you are, Samuel, on that page. But I'm gonna bring everyone over to the same page. But I don't want anybody to look in the top corner. If you
How
can
does
avoid it.
my patron feel about this night and his darkness? Is it my patron liking that, or is my patron not feeling good about that?
Your patron likes all the chaos that's going on.
But does my patron like the presence of this dark night?
It's uncertain.
Okay.
Like it gave you a bit of an uneasy feeling, but you feel like it might be a bit of a challenge. Like if your patron wants something from them, or if you want something from them, your patron has no qualms about taking them down.
Okay.
A few notches. So here, I'm just gonna drag people's characters out over here. So I've got something about in the middle of the board on this new page. I'm just gonna draw something. So this is, say you guys are on like a rooftop. I don't want yellow. Why am I yellow? Delete that. I'm going to use black freehand. So let's see. So you guys are here on, say, a roof, and there appears to be like more roofs around from where you were. But this is what appears to be a town center. So you've got what appears to be a giant fountain in the middle, and there seems to be several exits from the town center. And it seems to be a very accessible place. But the place over here on the other side of it, so that one deleted. Over here, this is the guardhouse that you are being pointed out to. It's what it has is basically, it's got one entrance here, and what you can see is that it seems to be a big one-way door, and you can see maybe several barred windows along the side.
Do we have any idea where Samuel's being held, or we know he's in there?
All you know right now is that he's in there.
Okay.
And it looks like a fairly standard prison that you would have in any normal city. It's not some large dungeon. It looks like a place where prisoners are normally held for a few days and then either released after a rowdy night of drinking or are held off to a dungeon. You've been in several of these right now. You know you would know the layout. It usually has a room for the guards.
Well, I look
an
around
armory.
to see what guards or other prisoners I can see from my vantage point.
Okay, as far as guards go, I'm just gonna have to do this. So, as far as guards go, there are a couple on patrol, and they are mostly staying around the guardhouse, but they aren't too on guard. They're pretty much just walking around, and then there's and they're just keeping an eye on things, so they don't see where you are or anything.
All right,
They're
I'm going to see if I can jump down and Metal Gear Solid this. Worst comes to worst, I'll cast invisibility, but let's see if I can sneak around these guards to get. What I want to do is get to these gates and check to see if I can jimmy it open. I do have thieves' tools.
Yeah. If you try to sneak around by other back roads and go around and not cut through the plaza, it'll take a bit longer, but you won't run as much of a risk as being spotted.
Oh, sure.
Or
I'm not going to run through open plaza.
Okay. So when you sneak around, I'm gonna need you to do your stealth check.
Okay, I'm going to throw in a guidance with my stealth check again. Oh, that's an ugly stealth check. Let's see if I can
10.
help it with the guidance. 11. It's not wonderful. I may have to use my spell if I can get a chance.
Okay. So these guards aren't actively looking for anyone. They know that most of the people have gone. They think only like idiots would be coming back here to a prison.
Oh, they're right.
So
they are right.
Yeah, that's true.
you sneak around and come out from the R alleyway, and you get here no problem to the edge, unless you wanted to come out on this side. Whoops.
No, I'd like to try to. Yeah, I'll come out this side so I can go take a look at
Okay.
this door, this
Okay.
prison door, and see if I can, if it's open or I need to jimmy it open.
So the guards have been walking around, and you've got seems to have a bit of time before they get back around from patrol.
I take a look at the lock on the prison door.
This lock, this door isn't actually locked.
Oh, okay.
It seems to have it seems to be open. People can walk in, but is that a good sign or a bad sign?
I don't know.
But
I'm
they
going
can
to
walk
go.
out.
I'm going to open the door as gently as possible without making noise and peek in to see, to go in quietly to see what's on the other end.
Okay, so you are gonna open the door, and I'm going to just move your character to whoops to here. So it's just up a bit. So as you walk, you go into the door just a bit. There you go. You should be able to see that.
All I see is a little rectangular.
Yeah,
I see my
that's all you see right now.
Okay.
So everybody can see that now.
I'm going to take a careful look up and down, look at the floor, look at the ceiling, look at both sides of the area, look forward, and try to gather any information, any sort of alarms that I can trigger, any sort of traps that may be set up.
This door doesn't seem to be, so as you go into the room, you don't see anything particularly out of sight. And let's see, I'm just gonna reveal the rest of this room to you.
Okay.
And it seems to be this seems to be a waiting room for people coming to visit prisoners, perhaps, or have meetings with the guards.
Is there anything
Or-
valuable?
In this room, not really. There's just a writing desk in the center, where it looks like someone would be waiting.
I
They're
do want to
writing down,
take
taking paperwork.
I will take a quick peek on whatever's on the writing desk, see if there's anything of interest.
You see basically a catalog of all the prisoners, and right at the very top, you see Samuel Bow.
I shake my head.
Bose.
That idiot gave his real
Hey.
name too.
I didn't even say my name through the entire thing, so I don't know how they got my name.
I of course I take that piece of paper with his name on it,
Torture.
I crumple it up and rip it up so it's illegible, and then I continue. I continue into taking a look into the next room.
When you get to that door, this one is locked, and it's definitely a key lock. This one's just a big jail bar. You can see it
Is there
like
something
this.
that I
You
can
can see this one.
Is there something I can attempt with my thieves' tools, or is something that?
Yes,
no
you
way?
could. It would require. Normally it would require a key, but you could use thief tools to. Pick
I
this
would
lock.
roll a sleight of hand.
Yep.
Okay,
It's not-
sleight of hand with guidance. Ugh. Let me see. Give me a good guidance. Come on.
2.
9.
Okay. Okay, 9. That's not enough to open this lock. But here, I forgot about Samuel. I should go back to do Samuel some stuff for a bit.
As long as I didn't
Must-
break the lock.
Alright. Question 1.
So,
Am I bound?
you were tossed in here and they left you bound, tied up by rope.
Alright. Do I still have my cutlass?
No, you don't. They've taken all your weapons.
Do you have the pouch of gems?
Do I have that? Do they look through that?
They took everything.
They
Yo.
took your
All you have
pouch of
is-
gems!
All you have is a
Damn
clothes on
it.
your back.
I'm
Hey,
going to
come
destroy
on.
this whole town!
You gotta specify what
Good,
they
bad,
throw
innocent,
in,
I don't
not
care.
like-
Unless you normally have something hidden very well on your person, like
Hey, if I got something precious, I usually keep it in my boot.
okay, so whatever you would have fit in your boot is still there.
So the gems.
Okay, you still have your gems.
And I'd have a knife boot just riding across my cab.
They would have found that.
Would have found that?
Yeah, they would have found a knife boot, a knife in your boot.
Okay. But I have the jewels at the toes of my foot.
Yep.
Okay, I can live with that. So, Did they take my loot?
Your loot? Actually, they left you that. But you're tied up. Your hands are tied up, so it's a cruel joke that they want to play on you. They left your loot for you, but you cannot play it. Oh, the woe.
Can I
They took out
hold
the
up,
strings.
Can I hold up my hands to my face like this?
Nope, they're tied behind your back.
Damn. So I'm gonna use prestidigitation to make the sound of a harmonica.
Do I hear that?
No, I'm gonna say this is before you even started coming in. I forgot about Samuel. I should have done that.
Stupid bard.
So as you're doing that, a guard, a guard's gonna come in, and let's see. So it'd be this guard. A guard's gonna come in, and he's gonna be like, "What's going on here? Who's making that noise?"
Who's that dude next to him?
Another prisoner, obviously.
Okay.
You'd recognize him as the other guy that was in the.
The rebel? The rebel leader?
Yeah. No, the guy that was with the rebel leader.
Oh, okay.
I just shout back, it's just me. You know, I got music in my soul, I can't help it.
Stop that! How are you making that sound? You're tied up. You can't make music. And he's coming up, and he's like, "Cut it out. We're trying. Most of my guard friends are trying to rest."
Pardon me, I didn't know, sorry.
Okay, well that's very apologetic of you. Thank you. And he's gonna be on his way. And then he looks at the prisoner next to you. What is it with these scum and how they look? You can never trust a rebel. And then he leaves, and he's gonna go back out into the room. You guys seem to pretty much have the prison to yourself. Seems like pretty much everybody else had cooperated nicely with the guards, and as such have not been imprisoned.
So how you been, friend?
Oh, not
You
very
mean this
good.
whole adventure we created for ourselves by our bad behavior? Okay.
Yeah, you could have just end up as the rest of the citizens in that town square listening to some speech. But he's like, "Oh, not very well. Say, I recognize you. You were at the tavern with that group of odd fellows, were you not?"
I was.
Alas, you must have been brought in as me. Did you resist arrest as well?
Kinda, sort of.
Well, that's not very much of an answer. My poor friend. It's a shame he got taken away.
I don't know where my friends are. One of them's sleeping in a little hidey hole. Another one got away, and another one is somewhere still lost in the city.
At least you know your friends have a chance to escape. All mine have been taken. Alas, I have one more friend who I may come to rescue me yet. He's
Oh, yeah?
typically very good at this thing. Yes. He's a dear friend of mine. But enough of that. We need to find a way to get out. It may be a while before he comes.
We'll figure out a way. It ain't too hard.
So he starts pacing around his cell. Unlike you, he's not tied up. And as he's looking around, let's see. I have a bunch of script that Ray wrote me for this guy.
By the way, friend, do you by chance have like a piece of glass or some kind of metal bit or maybe a bone?
Glass, you say? I have my glasses, but I doubt they'd be much use.
Well, they might. Do you by chance have a good light where you can magnify them and burn my ropes off?
He looks both ways, no guards are around, and then he produces a small bit of fire in his right hand. Light, you say?
That'll do.
Now, let's see, you want me to hold it up to my glasses like so, and he holds up the ball of fire in front of his glasses.
Alright, that's good. Just point it down to like this angle over here.
It's not making quite enough light. Or it's not enough focus. It's not an intense enough light.
Damn. Well, just throw the fire down here. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that's a great idea. And he tosses the fireball right at you. Okay, so it takes 6d8 damage, is it? No, it's not an actual fireball. So it goes. He goes and it lights the rope. They start smoldering around you,
Much better.
and then you manage to break them off.
Thanks, friend. So what might I call you? My name's Samuel.
My name is what's his name? I think it. Let's see, where is it?
Morgan.
Oh.
Guy.
I think it's. I have it written down. Just a second. My name's Morgan. Pleasure to meet you.
Morgan Free Guy.
Pleasure to meet you too. I'd shake your hand, but I believe we're both between walls.
You have bars between you. You can touch each other if you want to. You can touch each other all you want.
Should I leave you guys alone for a minute?
Oh, Samuel, I love you. I love you too, Morgan. Mwah, 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 mwah.
To have a younger cousin as a DM, that's fun. So, who's your friend coming in to pick you out?
His name's Cooper. He's an old friend of mine. He wouldn't leave me here to rot. At least I don't think so.
Cooper fella. This Cooper fella, he wouldn't be about yay high, a little bit kind of shady looking?
Yeah, that's the guy. What, you know him?
Yeah, I met him about 5 minutes ago.
Really? So he's out looking for me. Is that it?
Yeah, he's the friend I saved so that he could be safe.
He's out.
And I left Samuel rot. So.
Yeah. Well, you know, things happen. Anyways, so a friend of ours is going to get us out, I assume.
Yeah, but one thing, if he was already in the area, he might be trying to go after Leo instead. I don't know.
Wait, Leo?
He was the other guy that was with me. The one who was
Ah,
framed for being the rebel leader. Since you were around there at the time. But oh well.
that's neither here nor there. What is she gonna do?
Yeah. Anyways, you wouldn't happen to have a way out of here, would you?
Let me see those spectacles for a moment.
He takes them off. Please don't break them. I have very bad vision.
Trust me, I have it even worse. So I'm gonna use the little end bits of the glasses to maybe pick this lock.
Okay, you're gonna try and lockpick it. Since it's not an actual tool, you don't get any bonuses with it, but it allows you to do it without disadvantage or anything. Okay.
Sleight of hand?
Yep.
Okay, what's my sleight of hand again? 6. There we go.
Ooh, nice. With your skills of sleight of hand, you manage to pick the lock and you hear a nice sounding click.
Okay, that's me. And I go around, look both ways, do a perception check to see if there's any guards coming. And what's my perception again? Perception +2.
Oh, awesome. You don't see any guards coming. You don't even hear any sound. It sounds. You hear the distinct sound of snoring coming from somewhere down the pass.
Okay, so one of them's asleep, so I'll keep my voice down. And I try to pick the next lock.
Okay. Beautiful. You hear a nice click, and the door opens. Wow, I can't believe you actually did that with just a pair of glasses. That's incredible.
You pick up a few things along the way. Here's your glasses back.
Well, thank you, good sir. And he puts them back on. Now, to get out of here.
Alright.
And I believe the entrance is down this way. And he goes into the hallway.
Shh, be quiet.
So he's gonna...
Hey.
He's gonna do a stealth check.
Oh no. That means I have to do a stealth check.
14. He sneaks along and he peers around the edge. So you can do a stealth check too if you're following him.
Yeah, I'll do a stealth check. About the same.
Okay, so you sneak around, no problem. Yeah, your health is at 0.
Oh, yeah, I gotta reconfigure that.
Okay, so he looks down, and what you guys see around the corner is this giant oak door.
Third time's a charm?
Well, it looks like we really are locked in here. He looks at the door. I don't see any lock. Do you?
Maybe. Let me take a look at this. I take a look at the door, see if I can find any mechanism on the side.
Investigation check.
Oh god. Wait a minute, I'm not playing a dwarf, so my intelligence is kind of good.
I can see why people love bards. You do great at everything except combat. Well, except getting caught in the middle of a big fight. But I can see bards would be fun. Okay, you look at the door. It's solid. You go up to it. You push it just a little bit. You feel some resistance. You look through the cracks. You see it's on hinges. It swings inwards towards you guys, and looking through the center crack, you see a big board across it.
Let's see. What's a good thin piece of metal?
It's a big, heavy tube, giant board to like slide down in slots and then hold the door in place. You also look around, and through the cracks, well, no, you don't see any more than that. That's usually enough to keep prisoners in.
Okay.
I would think.
So, how far will the stealth check get me?
Basically, as long as you don't make any loud noises, guards won't come in particularly fast. They have to open the whole door first. Anyways, or at least that's enough.
I just want to take a look at the guard that's fallen asleep at the corner.
Okay. So when you look through the crack, here's what you see.
Peeping guard, slit his throat.
That's all you see through the crack.
Slit his throat.
I don't have a knife to slit anybody's throat, thank you very much.
Use some bardic stuff and kill him.
So, to get this right, there is a guard somewhere in this, like, little area of mine.
No, in that line, you don't. I don't know. Do you see anyone?
Do I?
Do you? I don't think
I did
you
a perception check earlier that was pretty damn good.
Yeah, but if you see any guards, it means I did something wrong, and there shouldn't be any guards in that little line of
Okay.
something or other.
No, I don't see anybody. So I look at it back at him and say, you wouldn't by chance have any other kind of tools? Like maybe a thin piece of metal I can jimmy rig this board out of the way?
1 second. Let me think. 1 sec. I need to actually take a look, because this guy is something special. Well, not really. He's just a guy. I kind of just imagine this guy is something else somewhere.
Wait, I got an idea.
Yes, what?
Alright, I take out my loop and I unwind one of the strings.
Okay.
I pull it out, make sure it's nice and long, and then I put it just over the board and I use prestidigitation to feed the wire back in through the crack.
Okay.
I just hold it up like this and lift it up ever so slightly.
So that'll have to probably be a sleight of hand check. And it'll have to be a really good... Well, no, it'll have to be a sleight of hand check and a strength check.
And a strength check?
Yeah, because you're lifting a board with strength, and you're at a bad lever angle for such a thing.
Okay.
So it's assuming your wire doesn't break.
Okay.
Basically, if you botch your sleight of hand, it's gonna break, and then you can make a strength check afterwards to try to lift it off.
So my sleight of hand is a +6.
The wire snaps.
Oh no, that was the E string.
Damn.
You can't play Johnny Be Good anymore.
Yeah.
So string number 2. Clink, 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 clink.
Am I able to keep trying to jimmy this lock open where I'm stuck
Okay.
at?
I'm gonna say that now enough time has gone by that you've actually entered the room here and you can do stuff. Nara.
Enter which room? This one?
You just got into this room at this point, so you can try to pick that lock again.
Oh, okay.
Or did you already pick it?
I didn't. I tried to pick it, but I failed this check.
Oh, okay.
Before.
So,
I'm just
okay.
wondering if can I try again, or do I have to try something else?
It looks like the lock didn't quite break. So you can probably get one more try out of it.
Okay, let me try again with the guidance. See if I can better. Oh, jeez.
This time when you hear a pretty bad sound, like something grinding, and
So the door's
the
not
lock,
gonna open
the
anymore.
lock seems to have broken. Yes.
So no matter what, they're not coming out.
Well, I don't know. It's not that big a door. It's like it's made of wood, yes, or with bars on the window.
Right.
I don't know. There might be other ways of opening that door.
Is there a way to break this door, like break where the door attaches?
You see hinges on the side.
Is there something I can? Can I try to use some Eldritch magic on the hinges to melt them and break them?
Quite possibly, yes.
I'd like to give that a try.
Okay.
I would like to take out my wand and summon some Eldritch magic and zap those hinges.
Okay. The hinges, as you focus your magic into it, the hinges start to melt, but it looks like it might take a little bit of time. It
well.
seems like it'll take about 1 minute for each hinge to melt.
Well, nobody in there's going anywhere, so I'm trying to. I'm of course looking behind me to see that nobody's coming into this room and going to surprise me and force me to use some of my spells. But
And Andal and Cooper, what are you up to?
I'm trying to get a short rest in here.
It doesn't look like you'll get one if you want to help out your friends here.
Yeah, because I'm gonna try
I
to
don't see how we
check.
get in.
Yeah, I
Fight the
just
guards,
go
distract them.
around the gas.
Is it just the one building? Over there?
You mean this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that one building there. That's where the guardhouse is. You saw
Yeah, I can try to
Nara
go
enter it,
around.
and
Goes around.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. Do I need a steel check?
Yeah, you'd need a stealth check to go around.
Hang on.
Okay, that'll be
well.
enough to get by those guards, since none of them are really looking your way. And you can sneak around to that door without much trouble. How long did you wait before you went? Like after Nara went in, how long did you wait? Cooper?
Yeah.
How long did you wait after Nara went in?
I wait until the guy turn their back.
Okay. So as you get to the door without any issues, and as you look in you notice that the door is unlocked and slightly ajar.
Sinara was there anyway, so I guess I'll just follow her.
Okay. So you get into the door and you see Nara melting the last hinge on the door, and then suddenly the door starts to
I'm
shift.
gonna try to grab it so it doesn't crash on the
Okay.
ground.
Strength check.
Strength check.
Strength check to hold
Oh
up the
yeah,
door.
because she's so great at strength. Alright, let's give it a try. Is it pure strength or athletics? That
Pure
doesn't
strength.
make a difference to me.
Unskilled strength check.
Difference to me.
And try to run over and
Let's
help.
see a athletics check. Let's see a strength check with guidance. 11.
Okay. It's you're enough to just grab the door, but you're just barely holding it.
She says, "Help!"
Upright.
And I say, "Help me get this door. Help me get this door,
Yeah,
so
I
it doesn't
will
crash
jump
on the
off.
ground."
Yeah.
Okay, and you grab it. Meanwhile, Samuel, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try with the other string. And do you have any other ideas? This is getting kind of awkward.
Well, I could always just light the door on fire, and then we'd be able to burn our way through.
Yeah, but there are sleeping guards behind it, and I'd like to get my stuff without as least trouble as possible.
I also have a spell that unlocks doors.
Excuse me?
It's kind of loud, though.
Well, forget it.
Wait a second. Can that spell unbar a door? It's barred, right?
Yeah. But I don't see why it would have any effect on any other door. Or any door. Because the spell knock, isn't that a level 1 spell?
Yeah, but I don't know if a not a door because it's not considered lock. Or
It's a type, I don't know, it's a type of lock, and in locking mechanisms, there's stuff still has to move around, right?
Okay, sleight of hand.
Still, I don't
Ooh,
think it's a good idea.
perfect.
To cast that.
Knock knock and the guard comes out.
So I lift the board off, and I try to slowly bring it down.
Strength check to be able to lift it up without... Because now you've got it. You've got it without breaking your string. You've got the right movement. You can lift the board with it. But you're at a weird angle. You won't need much of a strength check, but you'll need at least something.
So that's something.
Yeah. Okay. You managed to lift it up just over its slots.
Alright, and I try to bring it down to the ground so it doesn't...
Okay. As you lower it, do another sleight of hand check to make sure your string doesn't break. Perfect. You slowly lower the board down, and then it touches the ground without making much of a sound.
Keep very quiet. And I slowly, ever so slowly, just like push the doors open.
So you open the door, and just as you open the door, you see a little halfling step out on the outer side of the hallway.
I turn around and I see Samuel, and you see she's looking angry. She's got her hands on her hips, but she doesn't speak loudly. She takes a look around this hallway to see if there's anything of note, any traps, any alarms, anything that's outstanding down this hallway.
Do a perception check.
I'm going to throw down the guidance. Oh, that didn't help. But that did.
Oh yes, nice. So you look down the hallway, and it doesn't seem like there is much here. It seems like the people are pretty confident in their locked doors and all that, but you do hear shuffling sounds coming from possibly other rooms, as well as some snoring coming from further down the hallway.
Which direction do I hear the shuffling?
You hear the shuffling coming from the... I think it's... What is that over there? You hear the shuffling coming more or less from the left, but it's still from down the hallway, but you could kind of make out that'd be
Are
more
there
left
doors
and right.
inside the hallway?
Yes.
that
I
lead
didn't
to other
reveal
rooms?
those. I didn't reveal the doors. 1 sec. So you can see a door right here.
Okay. And does the
Here.
shuffling sound like it's so close that somebody's about to come through these doors?
No.
Or it's a bit far off? So I go like this, and I motion for Samuel to come over.
Okay.
and I hand sign to her.
I can't see you. Your video's freezing up.
Money. We need to get money back.
Money back? Listen, you. And then she just yells out like she's so pissed off. She breaks her cover and she's like, "Listen, you lost the gems." And you get this just kind of echoes down the hallway like she just like an idiot. She just yells it out because she's so pissed off.
Suddenly you hear movement and noises going, "What was that? Did you hear something, guys?" One sec, it might be the prisoners.
Back in the cell, back in the cell,
Pissed
back in the
off.
cell.
She's got her hands on her hips. She's like, "Tell me you did not lose the Lord's gems."
One of them steps out, and he looks down the hallway. Looks up and down the hallway. He sees the scholar just standing up there, or he sees what's his name, Morgan, just standing up there in the hallway, frozen, as if he's horrified by what happened.
Does he see me?
Samuel had just disappeared around the corner. He looks down and he sees, yes, you down there.
Eldritch Blast.
We've got intruders.
Oh, god damn it.
I'm pissed off. Eldritch Blast. In his face. Eldritch Blast with a agonizing blast. Let me see. Oh, I rolled a 1. Ew.
Just a second. I'm going to put.
She raises her wand and her eyes get all glowy again as you hear her whispering to her patron again. She's very pissed off that the money's been lost and she's just on a rampage.
Yeah. I'm gonna need everyone there to roll initiative now. So now let's put in some music. I've got some more interesting stuff.
What about Ander as well? He's trying to catch us something.
And it's far away.
Yeah, he's trying to catch a soft Rex.
Let's see about this.
Oh, don't forget to bring up the turn order.
Yeah.
Window.
Just a sec. I need to bring in one more guy. So.
Trendy.
All right.
Nice.
So let's see. How do I do that turn guide thing again?
The
yeah,
little
I didn't do-
toolbar on the left, there's just something that you
Oh,
just
right.
click and it just shows up.
Oh shoot, is that in the way? I think all our cameras are in the way of it. Is it?
You can make the cameras a little bit smaller if they get in the way of stuff, too.
How do you
in
do that?
settings. In the settings, it
Okay.
says camera size, large, medium, small.
Okay, there we go. Small. Okay, cool. Let's see. That's the wrong one. Okay, there we go. Turn order. You guys all see that?
Yeah.
So, and you said I can just drag and drop people in, right?
You can. Usually, when we roll initiative with the correct macro, it'll auto-populate.
Okay, because I wanna, because I can't really drag anything for this guy in yet.
What you do
let's
is
see.
right-click on a token, and it says Add Turn, and you just put them in, and you set whatever number you want, and then you can
Okay.
move it. You can manipulate it.
Okay. Whoops. I can move that. Objects and tokens. Okay. That was an edit, or?
Oh, you just click on the select whichever token you want to add, and then right-click, and there's an option that says Add Turn.
So right click. Damn, I don't see that. Later.
You have to be able to select
Advanced.
the token, though.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do it with Morgan here. Since he's there.
So what happened? Samuel disappeared?
Yeah,
Oh,
he just
still
ran
there.
away. Really should have practiced with this more. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll initiative for the guards. There we go. So ready for our first real fight?
Oh, sure. Let's go.
Also, why not? It's going to end so soon.
We're not even
Yes.
at full strength. Endo's like outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have no
So-
melee fighter.
No worry.
We just have to get creative.
I'll just listening to get to what spell do I have? There.
Here, I'm just gonna give him random stats.
Build and stomach. Wait, John, about the hunter smart spell, the hunter smart spell. It said if the target drops to 0 HP before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action to mark a new creature. So will that still cost a spell slot?
No, if you use a bonus action, it's the same spell that you cast, so it just continues.
Alright. Nice.
Okay, did he go in? Yes, he's in. So, let's see. Let's see. This orders automatically. Descending. There we go. So all these people are in turn order. Okay. So, let's see. Do these guys? My guards don't even have health. Okay.
Just
They
write
didn't
on
do
a
it
piece of
automatically.
paper. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So, let's see. So, Cooper, you get to go first.
They use. And I'll use no more attacks against that guy.
Okay. The guy right in front? Okay.
So I can attack twice.
Why twice? Oh, because you have multi-attack.
Because I have extra attack.
Because level 5. So the second one's gonna hit him.
Alright. The second one. Hang on. Start. Which was the number? Hang on. Alright, so that's one the A. Okay. It's a no, that's a crit on the second one. Wait. That's a critical hit.
It's
Oh,
not
nice.
a critical hit. You just roll the critical, the highest you can roll for the damage.
So basically, what happened was this. Nara just shot an Eldritch Blast right at the guard's face. It blows off.
One thing is, if I do hit him with an Eldritch Blast, then I have a Repulsive Blast and an Agonizing Blast added onto that, so he gets pushed back 10 feet.
Okay, so it completely missed. Okay, because you got a 4. Okay, never
No,
mind.
I rolled for my attack. I rolled a high. I rolled 22.
Okay,
But my damage was only a 5.
okay. So you only did a. So he went flying back this way, and he landed right in front of Morgan there. So he went back to about 10 feet. Yeah, to the edge of the door, and then so he got his helmet blown right off his head, and then suddenly an arrow comes and punches right into into the side of his neck, and he, with a gurgling sound, he falls down at Morgan's feet, and as he sees this, he's like, oh my, and he's just gonna double move, like he's gonna slowly step around the body and just go down. So that'll be his turn. So he's gonna just go
Is
and
the
then
guard
he's gonna
hostile
move.
to him?
No, he just died, that guard.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, oh my, thank you very much for helping me, little one.
Oh,
I look at him with just complete disdain. and then I just kind of look down and look for Samuel.
Ah, Cooper, you're here. Thank you. I've been expecting you. It's about time you got here.
I'm instructed by Leo to rescue you in case you got caught. But then,
Get back there, Samuel. You ran off to your prison.
Why did you run away?
and
Hey, I could do two things. I could act my way out of a situation, and I can.
You ran all the way back there. You deal with what your decision was. So this guy is dead. I'm gonna put him like that, so he's gone. Oops. So Morgan got down there. Well, now shall we make our exit? Oh wait, I believe we have one more person back there. He was some bard that got tied up with us, or with me and Leo. But Leo's gone by now. Anyways,
Leo,
about that shit, I think we should help get him out. So he's talking to you, Cooper. Do you think we should help that kind fellow in the prison cells that was with me? That Barty fellow. The one playing a harmonica without a harmonica.
yeah, well, I own him one, so I'm gonna repay that.
Oh, splendid. Okay, so that's his turn. And now the guards are coming. One guard comes out of the store and he's like, "Well, what's going on?" And he has this big, heavy crossbow in one hand. And he sees his friend down on the ground. And he's like, "Oh, shit." And he looks at and he's going to aim at the first person he sees. And that's Morgan stupidly has his back to him. And just shoot his crossbow right at Morgan, right in the back.
Oh dear.
Oh, damn, none of my macros transferred. Oh well. /RD.
That's a common dilemma.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how that works. And no, he's gonna miss.
Roll your real dice.
Yes, right, I can roll my real
Yeah.
dice.
You know the modifier, just roll the real dice.
hmm
That's what I do, because I've encountered it so many times.
Oh, I know how to fix this. Stupid me. I can just do this. That's Arch. Yes, I figured out how to make it work. Okay. So now I have macros back. Okay, and you hear more shouting coming from outside, and there seems to be more movement. And another guard comes out. This one with a big pole arm, a giant pike.
Holy hell.
And he's like, oh crap. And he's like, and he's gonna use the rest of his movement to move down here and provide cover for his friend who's shooting the crossbow.
On second thought, Morgan, I think we should just flee. Oh wait, there are guys out there.
Okay, and that's the guard's turn. Nara, your turn.
Nara is just angry.
Oh, you've got 2 turns? What?
No, I took that turn previously. I thought it was a surprise.
Okay. Okay, there you go.
You removed me now.
Oh no, you're still up there.
Oh, I'm not on the turn order anymore.
Oh no, you're on mine. You have a 13.
Oh, sometimes that happens. All right, I'll just take my turn. So Nara is she looks like she's pissed off. Her eyes are just glowing now, and she screams out towards down the hall. Samuel, you good-for-nothing spoony bard, get over here at once! And you can see she's so angry. She says, "Oh, the Thorned Queen is very angry." She points at these guards and she casts a zone right here, 20-foot zone. She raises her hands as the tentacles rise out of the floor. She casts Hunger of Hadar.
Felix, do you have any other background music?
You don't like this one?
It's a bit too small or something. I can't
Yeah.
hear it very well.
So with the hunger of Hadar, she opens a dark gateway
Yeah,
between
better.
stars. It's a region infested with unknown horrors on a 20-foot radius sphere. It's complete blackness and a bitter coldness, and no light can filter through this blackness, not even magical.
Okay.
The void is filled with a cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises that are very frightening. The void can be heard about 30 feet away from it, and the void creates a warp in the fabric of space. The area is difficult terrain. Any creature that starts its turn in the area takes 2d6, I'm going to say acid damage, as these milky otherworldly tentacles rub against it. Pretty
Okay.
horrible sounding.
Yeah. So both of them are gonna get hit, I guess.
I think they start at the any creature that starts its turn in the area, and any creature that ends its turn in the area must do a dex save or take 2d6 acid. So if you start your turn in the area or you end your turn in the area, you gotta take damage. So not right now.
Okay.
But this is total darkness. They can't see out of it.
Okay. Can you put where the zone effect is exactly?
Sure. I will say it's a 20-foot sphere like this. It's around that.
Okay, and it goes through walls too, or?
It does not say whether or not it goes through walls.
Okay. I'm gonna say it just takes up everything in the passage, unless a door is opened up, in which case it can go through. So it's flowing in to this room here, and it's flowing into this one, but otherwise it's stopped by the walls and closed doors.
She starts. Nara just starts cackling at her as she's possessed by the patron. Very
That's
disturbing
a
to
very
watch.
accurate sounding cackle.
Yeah, you're a great player, John.
So you've seen this before, Samuel. This is it's more like her bark is worse than her bite.
Oh, he can't see. He can hear you though from where he is. And
But you know that
I
when she
forget-
gets pissed off at you, she makes she really does the nasty stuff.
Oh
Okay.
no, I don't want to go back in the hole again.
So now I guess it'd be Samuel's turn.
I'll give Nara an inspiration.
Alright.
Actually, hunger for Hadar's 1 minute concentration. So if your concentration's broken, it's big.
Yeah, I should just give someone inspiration. I haven't done that yet, so I'm gonna give it one for Eve for John for the incredible cackle, because I feel like doing that.
Oh, sure.
So I haven't given it to anyone yet. And I really should have given one to. I'll give one to Samuel too for his way of opening that door. So I feel like being generous and giving people inspiration.
Alright. So I'm gonna do a vicious mockery across the halls.
Can it go through walls? Oh, as long as they can hear you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now what's a good guard insult?
Come on, I'm only gonna let.
Your tackle is rusty!
Okay, sure. I was thinking I'm only gonna let you do it if you can actually think of good insults, but okay, should be good enough. All right, roll your damage.
No, he has to do a save.
Oh, right, a save. Okay. What kind of
Wisdom
save?
Versus whatever your DC is. I'm assuming your DC is like 14. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, and so wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, what is your charisma modifier?
My charisma modifier is a +4.
Oh,
Okay, so
that's
you
a
got
plus
5.
4. Yeah.
You're
No, well,
15.
your proficiency is already +3 at level 5, right?
Yeah.
So you're 15.
So it's 8 plus 4 plus 3. 15.
I know my math. Okay, so he fails.
Alright.
So his damage is 1d. I don't know if it's a 1d4 or 1d6 if you're level 5.
Đi ăn rồi.
Let me check vicious mockery. I use this all the time and I forgot.
Yeah, this is the first time I've made a bard.
It's
Actually,
2d4 damage. 2d4 psychic damage, plus he gets disadvantage on his next attack until the end of his next turn.
2d4.
Yeah, and it goes up in damage at level 5.
And there's no modifier to that?
No modifier.
Go.
It's a little bit of damage, but this enemy has disadvantage on his next attack if he takes an attack before the end of his next turn.
I just shattered his hopes and dreams. Is my tackle really rusty?
I had no idea. How could I have ever been so blind? So he takes 4 damage. Alright. Cooper Arrowing, your turn.
All right. And I try to push the tables over here to block the door, just in case anyone want to come in. I will at least have a cover or something.
Okay.
Okay. Do I need a strength? Wait, yeah, I'll need a strength. Hang on. Skill.
Hey, hold 1 sec, guys.
Oh, 1 sec.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. You're lifting a desk? Yeah, it works. I wouldn't have said you needed a strength check to lift the desk, but okay.
Alright, I'll kick the desk and use it to barricade the door.
Okay. I take it that's your action?
Yeah, and I'll shout to Morgan, come over here.
Okay. So Morgan's like, oh my, this isn't very good, and he's gonna just give off a quick firebolt at the guard that's just started chasing down the hallway with the pole arm. So he's gonna go. No, actually, I just roll myself. So he's crits,
Uh-oh.
and so he's gonna do 2d10 damage to that guard. And he does 4 damage to the guard in front of him from a crit. So the guard, just like a big blast of fire comes right into the guard's face, but you can see it kind of just seared his mustache a bit. And Morgan's like, oh dear, and he sort of like just jumbles through and goes, yes, Cooper, what is it? I believe we have enemies after us.
Yes, I know, but Leo, they got Leo.
What do you need? I didn't catch that.
They got Leo. We got to rescue him.
Yes, I know they got Leo. Leo was brought in with me. And we'll get to that in good time, but first we must get out of here.
What about the guys outside?
Be a good champ and take care of those guards. Everything will be alright.
Me again, everyone? You got to be kidding me.
Well, you came here to rescue me, didn't you? There can't be that many in there.
There are that many outside. And
Alright. Let's, alright, and I guess that'd be the end of his turn. So,
I'll try to engage the guys outside in the next round.
okay. So, basically more guards. This guard comes down.
The guards, whoever starts their turn in the zone, they're gonna take 2d6 cold damage.
Ooh, okay, go.
That's 7 damage for whoever starts their turn.
This one, he suddenly starts convulsing shiveringly, and then he slowly he falls to one knee, holding his polearm, and he's like, "What is this sorcery?" And then he collapses down onto the ground.
Blind.
He
But you can
just
probably
starts
hear him
clapping.
cackling.
His strength,
Oh, Thorned Queen!
his strength leaves him, and he just collapses to the ground. And then the other one up there, he takes more damage. This guy.
They both take 2d6. And if
Okay,
they end their
so
turn
both
in
7
there,
damage.
they acid damage.
So they both
as
take
these
7 damage.
tentacles are just moving around their soul.
And
Is he gonna stay there? Or is he moving?
The cold.
So if they end their turn inside the zone, they take damage again.
Yeah. So they take it. They can take it twice per turn. Nice.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they pretty most of the time they move out of the zone, but you know, if they happen to end their turn in the zone, they're gonna take more. They're gonna take acid damage, as these otherworldly tentacles are just slithering around all over the place.
Okay. The door closest to you suddenly just opens, and another guard comes in, and he quickly goes around, and then he sees you over there. He comes down. Oh, it's
You can
dark.
hear me cackling.
Okay, he can hear it. He's like, "What's going on? It's so dark in here." And then he hears voices from further down the hallway. So he comes out and he's like, "Ah, enemies!" And this one's like strong. He's like an excited young recruit, and he's like, "Finally, I can make a name for myself as a soldier of Ironheart." And he goes in with his pike to quickly stab at you. So let's see.
Wouldn't he be doing that at distance though? Because it's a reach weapon.
Well, he can do whatever he wants. So he's just gonna go in and he's just gonna try to plow right through.
Okay.
So he's gonna do God attack. He does 12.
12 unfortunately is a miss.
So you just dodge to the side and he's like, no! So this one, and then another guard comes out from behind too. And following the cackles and his friend, he comes out. And he gets just here, and he's gonna use his reach weapon also. To take a lunge at the cackling warlock. God attack. 17.
17's a hit.
For 9 damage.
9 damage. I'm gonna roll for my constitution to maintain the spell. I may have to drop the spell. Hold on a second. Constitution says 19. Okay, spell's still going.
Okay. And then you hear a voice coming from inside the big cloud of darkness. What is all this racket? What's going on here? Where are the prisoners? And he's going, and he leaves, and he goes up towards prison. Was that too much movement? Yeah, he double moves up in here to check on the prisoners. Where are the prisoners gone? And he just sees Samuel over there. And that's the end of the guard's turn.
My turn?
Yep.
Okay. Seeing that there's 2 guards in front of me.
Do you have anything that pushes people back so they start the
I
turn?
do, but I don't want to bother even doing that. My Eldritch Blast pushed him back. That was my whole thing. But it's not, there's 2 of them in front of me, so I'm gonna take a lot of damage. Okay, I'm going to use my second spell slot and cast Blink. Blink is it's a spell. It's a 1-action spell. I roll a d20 at the end of my turn. If I roll an 11 or higher, I go into the ethereal plane and vanish.
Okay.
So that's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna move it during my turn. I'm gonna try to roll a bit more than an 11. Oof. And it's not a concentration spell, so.
So what happens? Do you partially vanish? Or?
No, nothing happens if I don't roll a. I
Okay.
have to hit that 11.
Okay.
So that's my turn. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use my inspiration. I need to re-roll this.
There we go.
Nara vanishes into the ethereal plane, completely inaccessible by the guards at this point. And then she's going to move. Let me see. She's going to move 25 feet over here, and then she is going to use the blink is going to put her back into the material plane 10 feet away. Actually, yes, blink is going 10 feet away from where she had. Let me see. Oh, I'm just thinking about whether I can do this whole thing in my own turn. I may not be able to do so.
Because wasn't it at the end of your turn?
Yes,
that
that's the whole thing I was
Okay.
thinking about. So if it's at
Okay,
the end
that's
of my
at the end of
turn,
your turn. You'll do it next turn that happens. So you disappear for this turn.
okay, I'm just out of this plane. I'm teleported out of the plane.
Okay. So let's see next. Samuel Burrows. You've got this angry veteran guard looking at you, staring. You know what is going on here. He's got a big greatsword on his back.
I guess it's a good time to use that level 3 spell slot.
Spot. Okay. Use your level 3 spell Spot. I don't know if it'll work, but
I'm gonna use the one thing that can get me out of this one. Dissonant Whispers. So I think, what is that? I have to, it is, because I don't have my regular setup with me, I don't have all my books with me.
what is it? I can always look it up for you. Dissonant Whispers, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah, it's an awesome bard spell.
He's got to make a wisdom save. On a failed save, he takes all that damage, and plus he is forced to use a bonus action to move away as far as possible.
Yeah.
Wisdom save? Okay.
And it's a, I think it's a
Your
fourth
DC is 15, I think.
Oof, this is going to be a hard one for him to make. Okay. You got a 10.
So, do you save?
Nope.
Nope.
He's gonna
Failed.
take some damage, and he is forced to use a bonus immediate reaction to move away.
So, 4d6, I believe it is.
Three d6 psychic damage, but at level 3 you get an extra 1d6. So it's 4d6 damage.
Oh, wow. Nice.
There we
And
go.
even though it's not his turn, he must use an immediate reaction to move as far as his speed allows him. So he has to move his speed away. So
He's
I
like,
think he has to move into my
Yeah.
into
Yeah,
my
he
hunger
does.
for Hadar.
He's like, what is this? Get away from me. What is this darkness?
So Samuel just like points at him and starts saying some unspoken words, and it just makes his head go nuts.
So he's grabbing his head. He's like, what's going on here? And okay, next turn, Cooper. Unless is that your end
Oh,
of your
he
turn?
ends his turn also in the middle of the what do you call it?
No,
The,
he
hunger
didn't end
roll?
his turn.
Oh, right.
It's not. It's your turn.
It's not his
technically.
turn yet. It has to be his turn for him to take the damage. But his turn's coming up, so.
Two guys. Alright. I just use my normal attack, range attack again. The guys on the right. Wait, the guys on the. This one was okay. Yeah, I'll just use my range attack on the guys on the right.
Okay. You don't have Horde Break or anything? Oh, that's a hit.
I use I had Colossus Slayer so that I can kill. I can slowly put one of them down. Another one.
That's also a hit. So give him 2 damage.
This is the second one.
Oh. You don't even need the second hit. You take 2 shots, and the first one goes, you punch it right between the guard's eyes. He falls back, and you just double tap to make sure he's down. And yeah, he stayed down. This guard is gone.
Long gone. Wait, do I have a bonus action on the other spell? Let me check. Yeah. The action spell.
So Morgan's gonna.
I had. Right. Oh, hell. That's pretty cast. Never mind. And Morgan is going to run out, right? So,
Yeah, Morgan's gonna go out the door and he's gonna look around. And he's like, "Ooh, there's some more guards out here, Cooper." And he's gonna do a stealth check to try to get away. Slash. Oh, I don't even need to do that. 12. He escapes. I keep forgetting to use my own dice. Okay, he's out. He slips out the door. And okay. After that, it's the guard's turn. Okay, so this guy takes his damage. What damage, John?
It's 2d6 cold when he starts there. Let me roll it. 7 damage.
Okay, and so the technicals to make everything so cold, and then he starts to shiver again. What's going on? Curse you, rebels, scum! And then he collapses, and he's gone. And then there's the last guard. He's like, What's going on? Sarge, they've taken down Jimmy. What are we gonna do, Sarge? And suddenly he feels all alone. Oh shit. So he's gonna make a break for it. Whoops, wrong guy. He's gonna go. And he's gonna go. He sees you there, Cooper. So let's see those 6 feet. 20 feet. So he sees Cooper there, and he's just gonna try to plow right through you. So he's gonna try to shove you out of the way and get through the door. So what exactly is the rules for shoving? John?
What was that? Oh, for shoving, it is strength versus strength or dex.
Okay, I'll need you to roll strength or dex, Cooper.
yeah.
If you want to keep him in, or do you want to let him get out?
I'm going to keep him in. I don't want more guys out there.
Dex? Oh, you got him. You managed to divert his movement into the wall, and he moves, and he goes and hits the wall and takes 1 damage.
One damage.
Smack.
1 damage is enough to activate the Colossal Slayer.
So he takes 1 damage as he goes into the wall, and that's the end of the guard's turn. Nara, your turn.
Alright, so at the beginning of her turn, she comes back into the material plane, like right over here. She's still cackling. She looks at this guard. She says, "Where are you going, my pretty? Come back!" And she casts Thorn Whip on him. Oh, that's a miss.
Yep.
Okay, so now that since she missed him, she's not gonna care. She's gonna keep going. Let me see. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to walk into my Hunger for Hadar, but at the end of my turn, I go back. I'm gonna see if I can get into the ethereal plane, or else I'm gonna drop my concentration on the spell.
Oh, so you're casting your spell again? Okay.
No, the blink stays on me for 1 minute, no concentration. I missed, so I'm dropping my concentration on Hunger.
Okay.
And I'm going after the bard. I'm not gonna attack. I'm just angry. Just gonna get a firm talking to.
Okay. Samuel, your turn.
So unbeknownst to that Nara is coming around the corner, Samuel runs around the corner trying to shout his way blindly down the door to... What's it called? What's the spell called? Vicious Mockery to the last guard down the hall. And he yells, "I bet you fight sideways!" Right in Nara's face, and I'm like, oops.
Should I make a wisdom save?
Go ahead.
Okay.
It was right in your space.
Let me roll one.
And the guard will make a wisdom save too.
I failed my wisdom save.
And so did he. He crit failed.
So that's 2d4?
2d4
Yep.
damage. And disadvantage on the next attack.
7 damage. So they go. Okay. All right, Cooper, your turn.
I'm going to use my bonus action to take out my soft sword. I had two of them.
Your what?
My soft sword. What is the dual wheel mechanics in this edition?
Oh, your short sword. Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, your main hand weapon you attack normally with a light weapon, and then your offhand weapon attacks as a straight D20 with no bonuses to it, unless you have the feat for dual wielding.
Yeah, I don't have that feat. So, no more attack first.
Okay, so basically you can make 2 attacks. First one misses.
First one miss.
Yeah.
Okay. And the second one. This one -3.
Your next attack. Okay, that one hits. Assuming you had no bonuses to it, was it just a straight D20?
My -3, so that is 14.
Okay, it misses.
Alright, never mind.
Both your attacks miss. And okay, so he's gone.
Can I try to run away?
Shoot, where did the guard come? Okay, guard, it'd technically be the guard's turn. I accidentally deleted him, I think. So yeah, this guard's gonna go, and he's gonna try to get out again. He's gonna just try to swing his pike right at you, at your face now. So he's gonna attack. Okay, he got an 18 plus, I think it's 3. So he got a 21. How's your AC, Cooper? Oh, at disadvantage, sorry, because he got Vicious Mockery. No, he misses. So he's got 10 plus 3, 13.
13 is a miss. I had.
So
Actually,
he,
higher than that.
so
Hang on.
that Vicious Mockery just saved you.
I'm on. Yeah, I had 17 AC.
Okay, you're good. All right, Nara, your turn.
Oh. Nara just screams at the bard. She says, "Where are the gems?" And you can see that she starts taking the visage of this big scary treant with fangs. So I need you to roll a wisdom save, DC 15. I mean, you've seen this before. This is not like, the first time you've seen her just being scary. So it's not like, it's not hard to do.
Okay. Wisdom save. Oh my god, my wisdom's my worst.
Obviously, since you just screamed in the face of a crazy warlock.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry. They're in my boot.
You have them!
Yes.
Well, let's get out of here! And she releases her fear immediately.
You don't think there'd be anything else in here? Okay.
Well, I gotta get my stuff back.
Well, get your stuff and let's go! The last time we were in prison, do you remember what happened? You sat around thinking, oh, well, maybe we can find some jewels, maybe we can find some gems, and then what happened?
Hey, it worked out for the best. We're out. We're fine. We only had to go through maybe 4 or 5 sewers. That was all.
And what is this with you putting your real name on a ledger?
Hey. Once you gotten your face beaten in a couple times, you'd learn to say the right answers.
Oh, you gotta learn how to tolerate torture. You're never gonna make it in this business if you can't take a couple of swings.
I'm sorry. I've got one good tooth that's been planted since I was a baby. And it's...
Just grab whatever you can and let's get out of here. And
Got it.
You see, she's calmed down knowing that you actually still have the gems. Are we still in initiative?
There's still one guard left.
Oh,
And if we don't stop him, there will be a loss of gas.
okay.
Simon
So
Burrows? Or,
I
okay, you're
already
still
took
going
my
now?
turn, so it's your turn now.
Oh yeah, and I just say, by the way, Nora, this is not for you. Your toes are crooked.
Oh, this is new.
You gotta work on your insults, Daniel.
Give me a break. This is fun.
Okay, right, he has to make a save, right?
The board.
Yeah, he failed. 6 damage. Okay, yeah, this guy's not looking too good. He's like, what, my toes? He's about to have a mental breakdown. He's very sensitive about his toes. What about my toes? My toes aren't crooked. Of course they're not. They're beautiful toes. They're maybe a little bit hairy, but that's all. What's wrong with my toes?
And I'm gonna go looking through this room over here, if I can, if it's not eternal blackness.
Which one?
The one up to.
Okay. So you open that door and reveal area, and you come into what appears to be a guard mess hall. You've got tables all over the place, benches. It seems like this is where they would be eating.
Do I see any sacks or my stuff flying anywhere?
Nope, none here. But you see a door to the end of the corridor.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over there and open that door.
Okay. As you get in, you see what appears to be the kitchen. The only thing that you can see is what appears to be a bowl of berries.
Take the berries.
I'm gonna drag these along with me. I gotta get away from that scurvy.
You went through all of
Okay.
that for berries. So you better take the berries.
I'm gonna take the berries.
Oh, there's also another door back here, but that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, just a warning, if you delete the token, that token gets taken out of that initiative tracker.
Yeah, I noticed.
And that'll end my turn.
Okay, so Cooper Arrow Ring, your turn.
Finish this
So-
guy off.
He's completely not focused on you. He's distracted by his toes. It looks like he's trying to shrink out of one of his boots to try and make sure his toes aren't crooked.
I ready an action to shoot the guards if they attract attention.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you're still out there not doing anything. But yeah, okay, because you're on your long rest or short rest.
Were they gone for an hour?
I'd say it wouldn't be really an hour. It's more like 10 minutes
Oh, okay.
at most.
So if I do a wheel and I have extra attack, then how many attack can I take?
You get 2 attacks, 1 attack normal and 1 with no bonuses.
Yeah, I had the extra flash feature attack. I mean, I can attack twice when taking attack actions. So how many attack can I?
Oh, that's 2 normal attacks, so 2 with your short sword and 1 with your offhand.
Yeah, I know that. I also has the class feature called extra attack, which means I can
Yeah,
attack
you have to
twice
keep
when
reminding me about that because I have to keep forgetting you guys are level 5.
taking- So
Use a short
how
sword
many attack in total can I attack?
3 times.
3 times. So another one with the main hand. Let me see. Wow.
Okay, the last one actually hits. So you swing your
Wow.
first shot. The guard, he's checking out his toes, so he just ducks as he tries to take his boot off, and you miss. Then you go for the next one, but he hops back, trying to take his boot off, pulling his foot out of his boot. And then he looks at his toe. He's like, "Oh, so they are actually crooked." And that's when your final strike comes right for his face,
Alright.
and you deal
Let's
damage.
Man hand. Facing
And you do
that.
9 damage. And you just come and you plunge your sword right into his face. one barefoot. So he managed to get his boot off and look at his toes, and finally realized his toes weren't actually crooked before he finally died.
And I got to run out with a skill check.
Okay, so you're going up, so stealth check.
Class. Skill. Oh, is that?
Yeah, you're good.
Thanks, God.
Okay, so he's out. Alright, so that's that for the guards. So, and that's it for initiative.
Nice. I'm gonna go check all the rooms to see if I can find my stuff again.
Okay.
Here, let's work on the room to the right. Take a look
Okay,
at
you
it.
go in there, and when you open it up, it appears to be a last rites shrine.
Anything valuable?
You look around it, there seems to be some offerings, some gold, not gold coins, but some, a bunch of silver, some copper coins.
I jack it all.
Mhm.
Everything that's not tied down that I can carry with me reasonably, I jack it. I don't even look at it. I just...
There's a nice gold candlestick that can be used as a mace if you want.
Nice.
Okay, I'll look through this door.
Oh, the thorned one will love this. This as an offering.
You open here, it appears to be the office of the commander veteran that you guys killed. Right on the, and you see a bunch of stuff. It's a bit of an armory. You see all your stuff put on the table there.
Perfect. I take. Go ahead.
Are you gonna do a perception check for the area, or are you actually
good.
looking around, or are you just grabbing your stuff and going?
I'm gonna do an investigation to see if I can find anything else worthwhile taking.
Okay.
My blink spell is still on, so I'm going to teleport into this room, and I'm going to eavesdrop on the bar changing. It's very creepy. You feel like you're being sexually harassed on the job.
I feel weird, but I don't know why.
Okay.
Nothing.
No, you don't. The most you see is like basically there's a bunch of on the table. There's some drawers. There's a few items, and not much else.
What kind of items?
In the drawers, there's just a few maps, some timetables for the guards, some patrol routes.
Okay, I'm taking those, and I'm taking any keys I can find.
Okay, you find the cell keys. That's about it. Are you guys?
That's why That's why I keep the bard around. Okay, and then she's
Nara,
gonna...
take a look at the bodies. I'm gonna take a look at this last room before we go.
Okay. As you go in, you see it's. I'm not even sure what it is.
It's like a little courtyard.
Yeah, it seems to be a training yard, with a gallows in the back.
Oh, nothing worth here. Or maybe. I look around, see if I see any guards around.
Nope, it's empty. But the door over here it seems to have been opened, so
Okay.
that as people came in, it seems like the guards came around from the mess hall through the yard.
Is there a... What's at the gallows?
Nothing much. It seems to be a bit run down. There hasn't been many hangings recently.
Is there any weapons next to it, like executioner's axe?
Nope, just a bit of rope.
I missed that executioner's axe when I was in 4th edition.
I take out my dagger and I carve onto the wall our thief company's signature logo, which is a leaf with a knife through it. The leaf wardens. And then we as we get out of this place.
Okay, so I need all of you to do stealth checks as you leave.
Oh, goody.
Let me drop a guidance and do a stealth check.
Okay, I'm gonna use my inspiration on this one just because of how bad it's been
Uh-oh.
lately.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear.
24.
Okay. Oof. Oh right, that wasn't your. Okay. So okay, yeah, you're good. You can leave.
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't
you're
even
good.
need my inspiration.
You're good.
How long since has it been since the battle?
I'd say it's been about another 5 minutes.
Okay.
You guys really went through the rooms fast. Taking a quick look around for his stuff and then getting out. So you guys all end up out here. That guy's gone. And the guards are just still patrolling, but they don't see you. It's still a bit rainy out. Let me get that thunder back on.
Let's get back to the safe house and plan the way out of out of town.
I can't disagree with that. Let's get out of here.
You don't have
Place
to tell
is
me
cramping
twice.
my style.
All right.
And so we Andoni. Alright.
Okay, so you guys are all good? All right. So as you guys slink out of the place, I guess, Angel, you're going to meet up with them?
Yes.
Okay. So sorry you've been sitting around so long watching.
Oh, that's all right. I know they're out having their good old time.
Just keeping watch.
You could have
Okay.
dropped down and taken out these 3 guards.
I was considering that.
So you guys make it out, and you start going down the alleyway. And as you're running down the alley, well, I guess the whole group of you, you realize that something doesn't quite feel right.
Uh-oh.
Nara, you feel something slightly not quite like your patron, but something something else again.
How does my patron feel about this? Happy, sad?
Feels a little excited.
Oh well, then she puts her hand up and she says, "Stop! Wait! She tries to maybe channel some of her patron to maybe get a better sense of what's going on.
It's something not too nice, but he's a little. Your patron's a little, or the Thorn Queen's a little excited about its presence.
He says, "I don't know what it is, but I like it."
You
Her
know,
eyes are
says,
kind of glowing a little bit.
You like what?
I like it.
What is it?
I feel something.
What is what?
Something. Oh, the Thorn Queen likes it too.
Well, we can figure that out later back when we got into our safe home.
it feels like it's towards your safe home, actually.
Oh, I never understand my success.
That's where.
And yeah, Nara points towards the safe home. She says, "Let's go over there. I like the feeling of this. I wanna go check this out."
I pull out my cutlass and I put my hat back on. All right. Let's back into the waves.
All right, so 1 sec. I'm just gonna draw something up quick. Oh, damn it! It keeps changing color.
Here.
So draw freehand, change to black. So, all right, I'm gonna move all you guys down.
If you shift and ping, you'll send us all to where you're focused.
Yeah, but I want to move your characters down. Oof. Okay, move something. All right, so all of you are down there, and let's see. Did I even get a token for this guy? I think I did. No, I didn't get a token for him. I will be back in 1 second.
Technical difficulties, folks.
Yes, technical. So yeah, you just have the thunderstorm rolling in. The rain's still pouring down. And as you head down the passage towards the safe house, something doesn't feel quite right. What you see ahead appears to be an old man, and he's hobbling around and muttering to himself.
Do I feel any suspicion towards him, or
Let's see if this works this time. Okay, there.
insight?
Oop, that's new.
Where's my insight?
So you see an old man down at the end of the way, kind of not quite where your safe house is, but your safe house is a little further down this alleyway, and he's like stumbling around and muttering to himself. You can't quite understand
He
it.
seems to be the source of this strange sensation I'm feeling.
Yeah. Tell me, Nara, do you speak Abyssal?
great.
I don't speak Abyssal. I'm only a halfling.
Okay. So your insight check, you sense something about him, but he's an old man. You don't understand his mutterings, but you feel something slightly uneasy about him.
So Nara's like, I hate it when these strangers are just shrouded in mystery, thinking they're all important. You're not so important! And she shoots an Eldritch Blast, but doesn't hit him. It lands right next to him to get his attention. Tell me who you are! The Thorn Mistress wants to know.
So let's see. Okay, I'm gonna need 1 second to pull this up.
We don't need more enemies, Nara.
You hit an old man?
No, he's not an old man. He's some sort of creature.
Yeah, some sort of creature that might know a curse.
Still, you hit an
I
old
don't
man?
like curses.
So
Maybe we can use him. Maybe he has powers. The Thorn Queen wants to know.
Please don't.
So
We don't have
basically
time
what-
for this.
what happens is that when your Eldritch Blast hits the ground right next to him, he takes a quick... He just turns around. And then suddenly he steps forward, and he sees you right there, and then he just suddenly leaps and tackles you right out there. And as soon as he hits, the illusion surrounding him shatters. And what you see is a giant, well, it looks like a giant red-haired gorilla. And it roars in your face as it tackles you to the
See, I
ground.
told you! Ah!
So, so it just runs right through you. So it's gonna basically, it takes a few steps, and then it's gonna leap a total of 40 feet straight through everyone. So if it here,
Okay, hit the old man. Hit
I
the
thought
old
it's
man.
tackling us. It's just going through us or on us?
no, it's tackling right through you, and it's taking you with him. Is that possible? When it does a long jump, it goes right through. So yeah, actually that's enough to get it right to you and tackle it to the ground. Tackle you to the ground. So it's gonna basically do a strength check. Just like, is it large? If it is, it automatically succeeds.
I checked
And
my
then
mind,
in
hit
your
the old man, hit
mind,
the old man.
it talks to you.
I changed my
How
mind. Hit
dare
the old
you.
man.
Little
Hit the old man.
one, how dare you attack me? And then it's gonna, yeah, so it just,
I changed my mind. Hit the
Oh,
old
you're
man.
Felix,
Hit
you
the
froze.
old man.
so,
You
let's see,
froze.
do I
I
have
couldn't
anything
hear
else
you.
go? Okay, now it's
your audio
initiative for
froze.
everyone. Now it's initiative for everyone.
Okay.
1 second. Let's see, is this it for initiative turn order? There we go.
Roll for initiative.
So we are going to hit the old man.
No,
He's not an old man anymore.
illusion
He's a
shattered.
gorilla now.
It was using disguise self. It just broke everything.
I don't know what you're doing here, creature, but I like it. Come
I
on,
don't
show
even know
me
where you
your
guys are. I
power.
don't see anything.
Wait, is it a beast?
I don't know what it
It
is.
is.
It's a gorilla.
It looks like a giant gorilla.
It's a gorilla.
Let's see, I'll give you a better description. So it's got giant gauntlet-like fists with big bands around it. It's got huge fangs and it's dribbling
I mean-
saliva. So it's got
Well,
big red
because,
hair and blue skin.
I had a class feature called favor enemies and